My name is Phil Aguilar. I'm known as Dr. Phil Aguilar. I'm known as the Chief Aguilar, and a few other things. The Magic House, I named it the Magic House because I wanted to get people interested in coming here, and then I let them know the magic is Jesus. This house is 7 days a week, people coming over. 99% of them need help with their self, with their kids, their mom, dad, brothers, sisters, all that kind of stuff. I work with a lot of people that are addicts, a lot of people that are gang members, things like that. I attract a lot of things. At one time I was a typical young kid raised in Anaheim, California. And life was cool. I watched TV shows like Father Knows Best, where mom, dad, everybody gets along, all these sweet shows. So as I'm watching these shows, I want my family to be like that family. Then one day, my dad decided to take off with another woman, and when that happened, as a young kid, about 11 years old, my heart was broken. My mom had to go to work, and so I'm left at home. Nobody's telling me what to do, so I went down to the fellows on the street corner who were doing drugs. So they said, smoke this, drink this, and next thing you know, I'm doing drugs. From 15 to 30, I went on a warpath of drugs, being a thief, being a drug smuggler, and finally, at 30 years old, I ended up Chino State Prison. I dried out from the drugs. I'm sitting in my cell, and somebody said, hey, why don't you go down to the chapel they're having? There's a preacher going over there talking about Jesus. The next thing you know, I'm listening to somebody talk about how God could change your life, and that's when I had the idea to do the Magic House.
The best, if I could give it the best description of what a friend or mentor or positive influence in somebody's life could be, it'd be a picture of him. He's amazing. I love him.
And then Sunday night is the final gathering together of all the people, all the different groups.
It is a mix between so many different people from so many different backgrounds and so many walks of life. You got, people that were addicted to drugs, you've got people that have been through divorce, you've got people that are just empty and searching for something, and this community is so open.
I was a drug addict. For 11 years, I tried committing suicide, I was molested, and I wanted to end my life. And when I found a place to feel accepted, to feel loved, I was able to find hope that I can be sober and that I can find purpose in my pain. And so that's how I got connected. And for the past 6 years, I keep on coming back every week to share my story, hoping that somebody could find hope in mine and they could find hope for their life, for their recovery.
And in order for us to reach the masses, reach people who struggle with substance abuse and mental health, we do it together. Alone we can go faster, together we can go further. Nobody got sober and stayed sober all by themselves.
One of the things about churches is, hey, just come as you are. And so I would bring people to churches, and then the pastors, the leaders would go, can you tell that woman to cover up her boobs? Hey, her ass is hanging out. And that's why when I do my Sunday night get together, people are vaping in church, people are smoking cigarettes in church.
You gotta smoke, you gotta do what you gotta do, but glad to have you there.
Because I'm asking God to work on the hearts first. Yeah, what's cool about it is people, will come and be able to help them. They're doing fentanyl, meth. After they're feeling a little bit better, a few days later, then we we do all kinds of groups, everything from anger management groups to, because drugs is a symptom. It's not the problem, the person. It's the problem, that stinking thinking. And so, I'm dad to a lot of them. I'm grandpa to a lot of them. I'm, an older father figure in their life that they didn't have. Ghetto fabulous. And yet people go, oh, that was great. And then when they're all done, we clean it up. It's a piece of asphalt. It's what God can do when 2 or 3 come together in His name. What a beautiful thing He can do.